this is so funny.
Perfect guy.
Is Justin just doesn't get it.
And it's kind of pissing me off.
Badass lady and pick me. An update, a big update. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. I don't know. She's not into it. Hey. Okay, here's the deal. My secret's out. I love Destiny Sidwell. And this week, I'm going to be reading her 5-star reads, okay? So I stalked her Goodreads, and I found a couple 5 stars that interest me. And here's the deal. Probably the majority of my book recommendations I get is from Destiny's videos or from other booktubers. So our trust and bond is very high. She has some very good recs, so I'm expecting to also find some 5-star reads in this video, fingers crossed. But seriously, what else can we do but trust Destiny with our book rec? So I actually picked up Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez a few days ago, and it sparked this whole idea of reading Destiny Sidwell's 5-star reads because I recently watched a reading vlog and she rated this 5 stars. So I'm very excited. I'm also very excited for the next book I read because it is the complete opposite of this one, I feel like. So I want to hop into this tonight. I'm really hoping it is the girly, fun, summery read that I need right now. It is like mid-January. I am dying out here. I need some good positive vibes and I feel like this is totally gonna bring it. I'm so cold. Let's start reading. This is like one of the cutest openings to a book I've ever read. It's really funny too. So our main character Justin blows up on Reddit for making a "Am I the asshole?" post because he is the good luck charm. All his previous girlfriends have broken up with him to find their soulmate in the next person they date. I thought that was really silly and funny. And then our main character, Emma, also has the gift of every person who breaks up with her then finds their soulmate. So she reaches out to Justin on the Reddit thread and said, "Hey, I also have the same gift as you." Good afternoon. I started reading this morning and I got to 150 pages. I'm hoping to get to 200 so I can say I'm at the halfway point. Okay, I got an update. Is that annoying? I'm on page 192. We are officially halfway through Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. And I wanted to chat about it quick because right now our main character Justin is literally written as the perfect guy. And it's kind of pissing me off. He has no faults. He's very, if he wanted to, he would. I feel like there's no depth to his character because he's just being the perfect boyfriend. So I don't know, I'm not loving that. Additionally, we've been introduced to obviously Emma, our main character, and Emma's mom, who brings in sort of like an interesting dynamic because her mom left her when she was a kid and then Emma went into the foster care system. And then we're also introduced to her best friend Maddie, who is living with her as her roommate and they work together at the hospital. And then we're introduced to Neil, and Neil is their landlord, their boss, and their mom's romantic interest. Neil's got a lot going on with his story right now, and he's got his hand in everything. Right now, the book is kind of like iffy for me. I don't feel like I have any stakes in their relationship because our main character Justin is like, I have to convince her to stay. And then Emma is more like, I literally don't want to settle down ever in my life. And so I feel like if the ending of the book is resolved and it's Emma staying in Minnesota, I'm kind of going to be disappointed because why is she lowering her expectations for a man and doing something that she does not want to do and living a life she does not want to live for a man? That just kind of pissed me off, and I really hope Abby Jimenez does not take it that way because I don't think it's realistic at all. Anyways, so I'm just kind of like iffy about that. But again, I have no idea where the book's going, okay? And then we also just had our big plot change. Our main character just had like a big life-changing moment happen, and I feel like the story is going to take a different direction from now. I'm like not super interested, barely rooting for the couple because it seems like it's not going to work out. And yeah, they have chemistry, but their views don't align like at all for what they want for the future. So it's kind of hard for me to like suspend my disbelief and think that they're going to compromise and live happily ever after. Like, I just don't know. I don't think I could see that happening. So we're going to keep reading, see how it goes. I'm just sort of like meh. Ooh. Good morning. I have an update, a big update. I am on page 240 of Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. And here's the deal. I feel like she's not into it. Maybe I'll do a spoiler warning right now. Don't watch for this little section. I'll put the timestamp if you want to skip it. The two main characters just have such a different idea of what they want for their lives. And I've never gotten the impression that either one of them would change. And so I'm just kind of sitting here being like, I'm gonna be disappointed in the ending. Because they'll either work it out and end up together and it doesn't feel true to the character that they did that, or they'll break up and I'm like, well, what's the point of me even reading this? But she literally just combed out lice from his sister's hair as a date. And I'm like, this isn't fun. And then he's like, oh, the date is going so well. Like, do you want a stay-at-home mom? Because she's not it. And it's just pissing me off because I feel like she's going to turn into this motherly role for these kids. And that's not what she wants. And she's also leaving in 2 weeks. I'm like, I just can't believe that Justin thinks it's okay to introduce some random girl to his family, who he is literally the guardian of, after only knowing her for 4 weeks. Don't do that. Obviously, it's a fictional book, okay? They're like soulmates or whatever, but I'm just like, you've known her for 4 weeks. And she said, I don't want to meet your family. And what do? You bring her to meet your family. In my eyes, I feel like Emma deserves to live the life she wants. And I feel like if she stays with Justin, it's gonna drag her down. I just hope Emma makes the right decision, whatever that may be, or if somehow Abby Jimenez can swing it, that Emma like gradually learns that she wants a stable life, but there's just been no evidence that she wants that. I don't know. It's just kind of all up in the air right now. And it's bumming me out. I'm gonna read the book. I'm hoping to finish it because I have so much anger in my soul when it comes to this book at the moment. It might turn around, who knows? I'm gonna go read it. Wish me luck. Oh crap. She can't just like jump into it because it's just not who she is. She doesn't know how to do it. What pisses me off, I don't know why, is Justin just doesn't get it. I don't know. If this thing didn't happen, y'all would not be together right now. I don't know. And someone's made a really big decision, and I wish we had her reasoning. I just feel like Abby Jimenez is telling me what to feel. Okay, so what is going on here? But it's really just like so frustrating to me. I cannot tell you why. It's crazy. Excuse me? Her mom is crazy. Thank goodness. We made it to the epilogue, y'all. And I liked the ending. I don't know about that epilogue, but alright. I feel like Abby Jimenez may have pulled it together in the end, but I'm not too certain. I don't know. Okay, a slight change in plans for this video here. I originally planned to read Lovely War by Julie Berry because I wanted to do some like contrasting books that Destiny recommends, but unfortunately, I am absolutely loving this romance train, and recently I feel like I've been in more of a slump, but I feel like after reading Just for the Summer, I have like a revitalized, rejuvenated sense of being a reader, so I really want to keep that high going. So I kind of pivoted here, went back to Destiny's Goodreads, and I want to pick up a different book instead, which is 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. I have had this sitting on my bookshelf for like 3 years now. I thrifted it back in the day and I picked it up because I love The Hating Game. and I feel like this would be right up my alley. And then scrolling through Goodreads, Destiny rated it a 5 stars. So excited to get into this. I have not felt this excited for a book in a long time. I just feel like Sally Thorne is one of those authors that just like, they just know what they're doing, and I'm so excited to get into this. And then I'm hoping to hop into this today. It's kind of a busy day though, so I'm not sure, but I just wanted to introduce it because we have taken a turn. It's gonna be light, it's gonna be fluffy, it's not gonna be depressing and scary like the Lovely War one. I don't know. I think Lovely War is like definitely still on my radar, but right now I'm feeling fluffy romances, so this is it. I don't remember what day it is. Okay, 4? 3, 4? I can't remember. I started up 99% mine, and I am currently on page 86. We just hit chapter 7 and things are finally looking up. We are introduced to our main character Darcy, and she is a bartender, free spirit, and she also has a heart condition, which they haven't really named it so far, but it is kind of a reoccurring fear for all the characters. Darcy is like a badass lady. She's very gung-ho, very witty, lots of banter from her. Really cool, really fun. The beginning of the book was our introduction to Darcy as a bartender, and I didn't really vibe with that. I kind of felt like it was out of place. I was like, oh, she's just at work. Darcy's character is pretty complex and interesting. It's kind of hard to ride the line of badass lady and pick me, and in like the first couple pages of her being a bartender and being like, I know how to read people, I was like, that's cringe. But it's fine. Now we've moved into more personal stuff, and I feel like she's not as cringe anymore. And then we're also introduced to our MMC, which is Tom, and he is her best friend from childhood. And then it was just revealed that Tom had feelings for Darcy when they were younger, but she blew him off and ruined it all. And now they're grown up. Tom is like a renovation contractor type of guy. Also has a fiance named Megan. Darcy, for obvious reasons, does not like Megan. She feels like Megan doesn't appreciate Tom. But Darcy also has a big fat crush on Tom, and she's trying to like distance herself from the romantic feelings because she knows that Tom and Megan are going to be getting married. The engagement has not been confirmed, but I'm fairly certain he is still engaged at this time. I don't really know how I feel about that, but we're gonna move on and we're gonna keep reading. It is officially day 5, the end of this video. Officially, you wanna know why? Because I wanna finish this book so bad. Last night, I was absolutely flying through this book. We took a turn for the better and we just started the home renovation, and actually, I'm kind of in love with Darcy, our main FMC, and now Tom is kind of being a prick, so I don't know what's up with that, but the tensions are very high. We got a big reveal that our main character Tom is now single, thank goodness. There's no infidelity here, not on my watch. Not on my watch. Tom is now newly single and Darcy does not know what to do with herself, and it's kind of really funny. And this new development also opens a lot more like introspection from Darcy, which I'm really enjoying. She's kind of like having to think over why she's doing things and like what's happening and why she's like really falling for this guy. But Tom, we don't really have Tom's perspective yet, so right now it sort of feels like he's a little standoffish with her. But again, it was revealed in the beginning that Tom was in love with her in high school, so I don't really know what to think or feel, but I'm actually like twiddling my thumb and kicking my feet reading this book. It's so freaking cute. I am on page 175, about 50% of the way through. Finish this freaking book. I don't know if I'll do it in one sitting, but it's so juicy, so fun. Let's get into it. I can't. This is the silliest book I've ever read. This is so funny. Oh my god. Sally Thorne, you've done it again. This is so funny. Okay, Okay, so I just finished reading 99% Mine, and I am prepped and ready to do my reviews for both of the books that I read in this video. We're gonna start off with Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Overall, I did like it and enjoy reading this book. It really sparked some emotions deep inside of me, but it was a good read, and I did like the complexity of our FMC Emma. I really enjoyed that for this. The only downsides are I didn't love our MMC. That's pretty much it. And so for me, that puts a big damper on a romance book. So overall, I'm going to be rating it a 3.75 stars. It almost hit the 4-star mark, but I don't think it's in the 4-star club, so it's going to have to be a 3.75. And next up, we have 99% Mine by Sally Thorne. Going into this, so excited. I freaking love The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, so I was hoping for similar vibes, and Sally brought them, okay? I didn't love the first 50 to 100 pages. It took me a long time to warm up to Darcy as a character, but once I was warmed up, I was like, oh, I love this girl, okay? Tom, I also loved by the end. We were kind of in the dark for a little bit, but then we got a ton of insight at the end of the book for Tom's character, which totally ended it on such a good note, and I really appreciated that. And I love the family dynamics, the team dynamics of the renovation crew. It was really fun and such a good time. So I think I'm gonna rate this one, I think I'm going to rate this a 4.25 stars. I don't think it hit the 4.5 mark, but it is such a freaking good book. I would recommend this to anyone looking for a romance book, but with the preface that, hey, the beginning 100 pages, you just got to get past those. But I hate recommending books like that because it's like, you expect me to get 100 pages in and then start liking it? That's kind of like a lot to commit to, right? If it didn't have the start that it had, I think I would have rated it at 4.5 or higher, but since the start was a little rocky and a little out of character, I decided to rate a 4.25 stars. So overall, I do think Destiny Sidwell's 5-star ratings are very valid. I can see why she rated both books a 5 stars, but they didn't get there for me. I still love and trust her view and opinion on books, of course, but I'm still on that hunt for my first 5-star read of the year. So stay tuned for that. And with all that being said, guys, thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you need to do, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye, guys.